Alright, this is Scotty and Planetmosh, and we're here with the boys from Stormzone. Harv, good to meet you, mate.
Good to meet you, Scotty.
Fantastic set.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic set indeed. Belfast last night, Glasgow tonight, London tomorrow. It's kind of all hands to the pump.
Well, it's a dream come true for us because I mean, not every day that a band from Belfast gets to play with legends like Sebastian Bach, and we've actually been fortunate over the last few years that we've been able to support bands like Tesla. We ended up playing with here the last time we were here, and that was 3 years ago. Unbelievable, 3 years ago.
How does it compare to 3 years ago?
Well, for us, I think we're a much improved unit, and plus we've developed our own sort of Stormzone style now, which hopefully we saw on stage tonight. A little bit harder is, we've got more metal.
I couldn't help but thinking it was like, I feel like I'd step back in with you. You wave a British heavy metal, and it was just good. To me, it was a heavy metal that should be played.
Well, that's the essence of it for us, because at the end of the day, we know that we're from Belfast. Stormzone's like a pint of Guinness, I mean, you give it to a girl, some are going to like it, some are going to spit it out, and go, I don't like that, But at the end of the day, we're under. Oh yeah, just in case.
For any corporate sponsors, I think I'd be interested.
Playing metal from the heart. But no, yeah, because at the end of the day, if we get a break and become sort of anyway successful, that's a big bonus. If we don't, we're on stage every night playing the music that we love.
That's what heavy metal is about, isn't it? It's about this the buzz of playing live, all this kind of stuff. And I take it the likes of the 3 dates tonight. I mean, Beyond was all really support the album.
Yeah, it is. Sarah Rage was out on that in November, or last November, and then we thought to ourselves, well, we'll do some shows with Sebastian Bach. We're going to Spain, because the promoter there is the guy that brought us there with Tesla, Land, Cinderella, Striker last year. And we said to ourselves, take a year off and just do a lot of live work. But here we are, ready to do another album. Seriously, we're ready to do another album. We've managed to tweet that in.
It was leading nicely into my next question, because I was going to say, you're doing the tour obviously. This is the third album just now. I was going to say, is a fourth album already to go, or do you have to write material still?
No, the writing's well underway. We're not quite there, because with Zero to Raise, funny enough, what we did last year was we wrote 12 songs. And we recorded 12 songs, and we said for the next album we don't really want to do that, because we want to have a big pot, have 20 songs and then pick 10 or 12 of the best ones. And we were under a little pressure last year from SPV to put a release out before the end of the year. I think we were 4 or 5 songs short of it being just an ideal album. We're very proud of it, but with the next one, they're still putting us under pressure, because they know that we're workaholics, but we've told them this time, listen, we will have it ready for you, but we'll decide this year, whenever it's going to be ready. But fortunately, it is very well underway.
And is it going to follow a similar vein to what you've just released, or?
Yeah, I think it is. We've got Cullen's story is a good example of something that only a band from Ireland, Belfast especially, could play. It's got that very Gary Lewis style of feeling to it. And we've got a couple like that on the next one. The past feeling and stuff like that, that's still very heavy, but at the same time that more of a Celtic vibe. It's good. And that's coming from Irish supporters too,
Although anyway, you're not finding another team to support.
Freddy's goodbye, his beloved team.
I was going to actually ask you whether you were football fans. Not because we're in Glasgow and there's a Rangers Celtic thing, but because the Euros are on just now. Are you guys supporting the public, or?
You know what? For my sins, I'm also a Liverpool supporter, so I basically support a team that features Liverpool players, and to tell you the truth, that's nearly every team in the Euros at the moment. But I don't usually come. I mean, we're from Northern Ireland, and we're obviously supposed to be part of the United Kingdom or whatever. But we like to think of ourselves as Northern Irish rather than British or Irish. Or it's just this little thing, and so it's hard for us to support England. And
I know the feeling. No, I know.
No, but don't get me wrong. If Scotland were in there, I'd be wearing, brother-in-law is from Ireland, and obviously Mr. Baxter there, or we're all from Scottish, and he's also.
So it's a Celtic connection.
Absolutely. But that's been introduced now as well, for sure.
I think you can't help but be influenced by the surroundings where you've been brought up, or anyway you bring it always tends to shine through in some shape or form. And I mean, in terms of locality, you're talking about going to Spain. It's going to be Skulls and Metals Festival, isn't it? Yeah. Do you prefer? Because I know you guys have done quite a lot of festivals. I mean, do you prefer doing festivals, or do you prefer gigs like this at the venue, or really depending on the crowd?
Yeah, it does. I mean, we had obviously the honour last year to them the biggest heavy metal festival in the world, back in festival. But there's something about something like that makes it just equally as satisfying. Seeing a reaction to your efforts on stage. I mean, it doesn't matter to me whether there's 25,000 people or 500 people, as long as they all appreciate you. And obviously, whatever comes our way, the like of the Skulls and Metal Festival, that's going to be quite unique for us, because for the first time at a festival we're going to be playing quite high up the hill, and dusk, darkness is coming down, so we're going to get the lights in the atmosphere for the first time. All the other times are usually daylight. It's still brilliant, but this is going to be a special one, I think.
And I mean, you guys have been going since 2006 as well. And have you seen that you guys have progressed as fast, or do you feel that you've progressed faster?
No. Obviously, when we started off, we thought by 2012 we would be living in I wanted to buy Rangers by now, I wouldn't be any bollocks about with tax. But we're very realistic as well, and we've always been, and we've always had the attitude that as long as it goes back to that thing about being a specialised sort of, not everybody's open to going out and our CDs by their buildings, because we are kind of classed as a little bit old-fashioned. But that doesn't bother us. If we get a break, if people think that we're something special enough to push, then brilliant. But if not, it's not going to change us. We're going to still keep on every month, every year, doing exactly what we've done tonight, and with heart. And hopefully you saw that tonight, because I mean, there's within this bunch of guys here, there's genuine love of, it's not a matter of going on stage and saying, I got to do this because it's the only thing I can do.
I think what's very evident from seeing you guys perform on stage is how much you love it, and also how much you like to entertain folk. I mean, I think at the end of the day, a band is, first of all, you've got to love the music, and secondly, you're putting on a show for folk, you're there to entertain folk. I mean, you guys are quite happy jumping around with loonies on stage, and it's great because that gives something for the crowd to feel off of.
I'm with it, right? I mean, you do feel it, and it's not anything that's actually being done. We've got to pretend to be friendly here on stage. We're all best friends. But it was great tonight because last night I fucked up a song. Leslie carries on the song. I cut it, of course, too early, but the guys carried on, But Andy, the guitarist, wouldn't let me let it down all day.
Well, I saw tonight the two of you were having a bit of
I bided in the time, and I went over, stopped, and I whispered something in his ear, and put him off. And he went into the bit that I fucked up last night. So it's one each. It's one each with a show to go tomorrow night.
That's good.
I'm winning. One each. One each. One each. See, I told you we were a close bunch.
How close would you like to be?
Not that close. So I mean, in terms of if folk, I mean, of course we've had the sheer pleasure of seeing you guys live tonight, but for folk that haven't seen you live or are coming to see Seb Bach tomorrow or onwards, how would you sell, you know, to see, what would you say?
You coined it earlier on by the word entertainment. You know, if you want to pay money, hard-earned money these days, it's so hard, you know, to get the money together to go and see a show. The last thing you want to do is to go in and see some guy stirring up his shoes, disinterested. Maybe brilliant musically, but the whole idea of going to see a band is to go and see a band. You know, it's you're obviously going to hear them, but you got to do something. And Stormzone's all about basically going out there and playing music that we're trying to put across as being relevant. Now, don't want it to be old-fashioned, because for us it never went away. You know, we've always been flat and flat.
I think these days now, I think there was a period, maybe in the past 5-10 years, when the classic metal of the 80s and even to a degree the 90s was kind of looked down upon as being slightly crass and corny. But now it's so great to see a resurgence of it.
Definitely.
You know, because it never, well, to me it never lost anything. You know? And that's why I think bands like yourself are so successful in this sense, because folk just think it's great to hear good heavy metal. You know, there's no airs and grace about it. It's just balls to the wall. You know?
Well, another thing about it too is it's actually quite hard to do. You know, to do well. I mean, a lot of the modern bands, that there's so many bands that because it's there's no individuality. When we were back in last year, we were like ABBA. Seriously, we were like ABBA, because I mean there was 90% of the bands.
You can't stop talking again.
Thanks, mate. I love you, Andrew. I think you've done something.
It's a little bit too busy there.
Yeah, so the sound individual, within metal is a kind of a hard thing to do, because you could sound like anal blood surge or whatever, if you really want to. But it's try and develop it as well, and try and.
I think it's that nice hearing a band come out and have a vocal session, say because you've got some range in it. You know, it's a pleasure listening. And there are shades of Dio in there, there are shades of Michael Keys, just the kind of way that it was great. It was great.
I really appreciate that. That's exactly. I mean, when we're trying to deliver a song, in the back of our minds, we're sort of thinking to ourselves, this is the way those bands would do it. So it subliminally probably comes across as sounding like Halloween or Queensryche at times, or Maiden even at times as well. But they're all great bands, And the thing about it is too, is that without wanting to be pessimistic about it, there are very few younger bands coming up. And the likes of Halloween, Maiden, they can't all last forever. Blind Guardian, Udo, Primal Fear, they're all bands that are out there, but they're kind of, and we're actually not that, we're not as old as them, but at the same time we're not spring chickens ourselves. So unless I would love to see some younger bands coming up delivering that type of music for sure. I would make I could turn around and say, brilliant, our legacy is complete. I want to go and watch these guys.
So you've got promotion for this album. There's a new album coming out. Do you reckon is it going to be later in the year? Or?
I think it's going to be before the end of the year. See, they've got a kind of a theory that if you release an album in November, you get 1 month, and then it becomes last year's album.
It's just cyclical, isn't it? It just goes on and on in that sense. It doesn't stop. So it'll be album promotion, touring, keep yourself busy.
We've got some things in mind for next year already. Planetmosh Festival in Greece. They're all already lined up and stuff like that. So then we're also under the watchful eye of manager sort of PR guru, Bart Gabriel, who's a Polish guy who's doing a lot of work for us at the moment. So there's things bubbling underneath the surface, and we just got to keep doing what we do and then let everything look after the pennies because the pennies
How do
look
we look
after
after
themselves.
themselves?
Exactly.
And there's a final message then to the Planetmosh readers, viewers, any message to them?
Absolutely. Keep listening and reading everything that Planetmosh is about, because while guys like Scotty here are around, the world's a better place as far as metal is concerned.
This has been Harv of Stormzone.
Absolutely brilliant.
Thoroughly
Thanks very
enjoyed
much,
it.
Scotty. Thank you.